लीड लगाने के लिए ये लगा के लीड लगाने के लिए
Lights off, please.
ठीक जा रही है गुड एंड इफ यू एवर फाइंड अ प्रॉब्लम थोड़ी सी इसको राइट लेफ्ट करके यू कैन गो देखना नहीं है यू वांट टू स्लोली इंट्रोड्यूस इट इन परफेक्ट नाउ यू आर इन द
सबकी थोड़ी सी लाउड सब सुन रहे हैं
oh they're listening ठीक है so now you're beyond the AG junction ठीक है so get into a neutral position अपन एक काम करना आप इसके छोड़ दो एंड नीचे आ जाओ come नहीं you come under this okay this stays that side okay and you're at the EG junction go in a little bit okay now the first thing you want to do is drop this hand down ठीक है and you want to see कि भाई कहाँ पे मैंने नहीं जानी है right so if you drop your hand down a little bit it turns you into the fundus area you make sure there's nothing you need to suction here यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है so now bring it up clean your lens जैसे EGD वाली lens clean है excellent ठीक है so now look up so that you can couple your transducer to the stomach look up excellent bas that's what you want okay so we're going to just slightly pull back all right so अपन ये आपकी left lobe है right so go down on the big wheel a little bit go down a little more ये आपकी लेफ्ट लोब है हाँ सो गेट कंफर्टेबल आराम से आप just stand back sorry big image हाँ please so once you are here Afan you want to raise your hand up ठीक है this is the hilum these are the hepatic veins keep going in that direction or agar if you reach an end point you can torque your scope and I can tell you that you are a little higher than you should be but that is okay and there is a lot of pressure on the aorta matlab this wheel needs to be uncoupled a little bit bas ठीक है so go back a little find your aorta ये आपकी aorta है ठीक है now the part above it that is the diaphragm ठीक है this is the aorta so now just slowly push it in and where the diaphragm finishes ये आपकी celiac artery है यहाँ पे दिख रही है हाँ the one that is coming out यहाँ पे ठीक है so now follow that celiac artery थोड़ी सी अंदर and you see at some point you'll feel a little resistance as you push your scope that's when you're coming on the mount of the pancreas So you push over that mound and there you are. Excellent. You're on the pancreas here. Okay. Now let me come that side and just put the, so I'm going to show you where you are and tell you what to do. So pull back a little bit and turn to the left. You were on the pancreas. हाँ ये है pancreas. Okay. So यार pointer कहाँ पे है ये? Okay. So this is push in a little अपन. Push in. Okay. Yeah. तो ये आपकी pancreas है यहाँ पे. ठीक है. Left hand को थोड़ा आगे पीछे करें. Okay. And this here. Now go back to the left. Okay, find that duct. So it is a little, no, that is too much upon it. ये सब pancreas है. ठीक है. Now you want to keep these two vessels on this side, and while you're doing that, you want to come this way. ठीक है. Keep the pancreas under you. Come back a little bit. यहाँ पे. And as you move towards the tail, you need to go down with your big wheel as you're doing that. So big wheel थोड़ी सी नीचे कर दी. Keep pulling back a little. Yeah, big wheel. No, careful. That is a little too much. ठीक है. Push in a little. Big wheel को release कर दो. That is too much big wheel. Big wheel up. Big wheel up, Afan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is your spleen. That is your kidney. These are the vessels. Your job is to track these vessels, keep them here, and get them to the spleen. So push your scope in a little bit. Push your scope in. Big wheel up करके. Afan, big wheel up. आप big wheel down कर रहे हो. Push the big wheel up. Big wheel को ऊपर करो. Up मतलब नहीं.
अच्छा ये वाला
हाँ.
towards glucose or something.
I think you may be all the way done. Okay, so focus on this. Go down on your big wheel. Let's see. Down on your big wheel all the way and suction to get rid of this air. Suction down. Good. Good. Okay. And you've come to, so this is the spleen. We just need to figure out how to get to the hilum. Okay. So actually give me 1 second. Let me just make sure that let's stay there. Let me just go over this one time. Okay, here we are. EG junction दिख रही है left पे. I introduced it about a centimeter down. I'm going, look at how much I'm moving this finger. ठीक है. It is only so that I can get coupling on EUS. बस मुझे coupling मिल गई, उसके बाद I am not doing anything beyond that. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे हम इसे देख रहे हैं. This is the hilum of the liver. And what I am doing then is, यहाँ पे देखो, I am just moving this up, this direction. यहाँ पे हम इसे move कर रहे हैं. And now I understand why you were having problems, because he has a hiatal hernia. ठीक है. तो वो hiatal hernia में हम फंस रहे हैं, and that is why this is turning into an issue. But here is the aorta. That vessel coming out from the aorta is the celiac. I'm going to track that celiac down a little bit. और यहाँ पे हम pancreas में आ गए. ठीक है. His pancreas is not the typical pancreas that you would expect. बहुत ज़्यादा. He has a lot of probably fibrotic changes in the pancreas, and that's why it looks like that. But I'm going to continue to track this towards the tail. यहाँ पे this thing down over there अपन वो black color की is the kidney. ठीक है. And if you notice, I am at a point where my hand is turned all the way here, and I can turn my body here and keep turning, or I can use the tips of my fingers and rotate the scope a little bit. तो मैंने scope को rotate कर दी. I'm coming all the way down here, and बस यहाँ पे spleen आ रही है. ठीक है. So this structure here, where the vessels, where the arrow is, the vessels are entering the spleen, and that's the splenic hilum. So if I want to do the opposite, I push in a little bit and I just drop my hand down, kidney. ठीक है. I'm continuing to push in a little bit and I'm dropping my hand more, and we come to the neck. So this is the motion of ये देखो.
Yes, sir.
I come from here and I'm slowly pulling back and going down on my wheel. I am dropping this down and I am pushing in and I am going here. So this is kinetic memory. It's like riding a cycle. You will eventually get it. ठीक है. आ जाओ. So, by the way, that is the fall of the pancreatic duct. Okay. So, we'll come back to the EG junction and let's do that one more time. Come back. Good. That's the EG junction. Now go inside. Go inside a little bit. More. Bas. Now look up. Look up. Excellent. Left lobe of the liver. Okay. Now raise your hand up. So by the way, ये यहाँ पे diaphragm है. This is the diaphragm, and that is your left ventricle underneath. Okay. So the reason you're not seeing it is because there is air here. You are able to see endoscopically. So you either suction it down or you go big wheel down. तो big wheel नीचे करके transducer को ऊपर कर दो. There. Now you are seeing. Okay. So ये यहाँ पे diaphragm है. That is the left ventricle. That is the left lobe of the liver. Now track the left lobe this direction. संभाल के. Track it this direction. तो मैंने हाथ उठा ली यहाँ से. You pick your hand up. Hilum. Fantastic. Go back. Hilum of the liver and portal vein. That is the portal vein right there. Hepatic artery. ठीक है. So now keep going in that direction. Keep going. So towards the left. Towards the left. Keep going. Keep going. आपकी big wheel is it very down, Afan?
Yes, it's very.
I think that's what. So a big wheel को just keep it down enough, Afan, to give you a view, but not to cause any deviation. So do it one more time. Let's go back. Okay, come. Suction down the stomach. Air is your enemy. Pull back to the EG junction. Pull back to the EG junction. Okay, here. Now push in a little bit. Okay, come half the way down. थोड़ा अंदर. Okay, right there. Okay. Now suction down. Suction करके ये stomach को collapse कर दो. Are you suctioning?
Yes, sir. I'm suctioning. Now I am keeping.
ये collapse here suction चल रही है.
Big wheel down.
Big wheel down, excellent. But maybe it is too much down. So just enough to. ये आपकी left ventricle है. ये this is the left lobe of the liver.
थोड़ा सा नीचे जाके.
नहीं, that is too far down. Come back. Come back. Come back more. थोड़ी सी पीछे pull करें और पीछे pull कर दो. Okay, and look up as you're doing that. Keep looking up, otherwise we cannot see anything. Excellent. Zabardast. Very nice. Now lift that hand up and keep going towards the right. Keep going towards the right. Good. Keep going.
Do I have to rotate it clockwise or to scope?
So normally you don't have to, but if you feel like it is not turning enough, then you can rotate it clockwise. So give it torque and rotate the scope. Yeah, you went past the liver hilum. I can tell you that is the pancreas down there. Okay, so you sort of got the pancreas quicker than you would. Push in a little bit. Push your scope in. यार ये cursor निकाल दो. Push your scope in a little bit, Afan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suction down. Let me just see. No, you're good. One sec, just wait there. So, why is there so much? ये wheel को ना, I think we are going too hard on the wheels. That is what is. So it's doing this and it is flipping on two sides. So the wheel has to be only enough to give you visualization.
Okay.
But you see, but
it should
not
touch the mucosa.
It should touch, but it should not press the muscle too much. Okay, so you need to decompress the stomach. It will improve your imaging. इसको suction करके पूरी stomach को deflate कर दो. Good, excellent. Now let's see where you are. So give me 1 second, let me see. Sometimes it's an anatomical problem. ठीक है, मैं पीछे आ रहा हूँ. Right here, again EG junction, exactly like you did. I went in a little bit. I'm looking up. ठीक है. And we get the left lobe of the liver. ठीक है. I'm just raising. मैं यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ. I'm just raising my hand up आहिस्ता. Okay. And we're coming. We move past the liver hilum and aorta. ठीक है. बस आहिस्ते से आया aorta. There we are. That there is the celiac. You can see double barrel sign. So I'm following the celiac. Follow kar di. And we are going in, and here is the pancreas. Okay? So left on the pancreas. If I look at my hand,
Yes, sir.
right on the pancreas. I'm pulling back a little. I'm looking down on my up down. ये kidney दिख रही है वहाँ पे, और यहाँ पे spleen दिख रही है, ठीक है? So I think what is happening is we are going too far down on this. You should never go more than half.
Right.
ठीक है? So I'm just decompressing the stomach, and I want you to do it one more time. ठीक है? So neutral scope अंदर डाल दी, ऊपर देख ली, and get the left lobe and get it here. Okay? Look up. Good. So you're coming towards the hilum, which is fine. It just tells me that you're a little higher than you would normally be, and that's okay. Keep moving, keep moving. ये आपकी liver hilum है, hepatic veins. Keep going, keep going. Look, you're in the esophagus. तो आप पीछे चले आए. Try to go back inside. Okay, now do it again. Look up, look up. Look up. Good. And keep going in that direction. Lift your hand up. Lift your hand up. More. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, Upal. Keep going. More, more, more. Okay, keep going. You've come in to the spleen directly. That tells me that big wheel फिर से is very high. So that to me looks like the portal vein. So one way, if you're lost in the stomach and you don't know what to do, is find the portal vein and push in a little bit. Push in, push in. और यहाँ पे जब portal vein खत्म हो जाती है, that is the neck of your pancreas. So push in a little bit. You can't see because there's air in the stomach. Aram se, you're doing very well. Just suction down, get a better view. So, so if we can't figure it out, don't worry. Pull back, neutralize your scope, and see, we've made our way very far down. We need to be in this vicinity. यहाँ पे, ठीक है? So right torque. Good, excellent. Right torque, right torque. That's your portal vein. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Wheels आप बहुत ज़्यादा use कर रहे हो.
सही है.
Okay, now keep going. Right there, aorta. Okay, now use the aorta. Release your wheels a little bit. Push your scope in. This is the diaphragm here. Push your scope in. Okay, push your scope in more. This is the celiac and the so push in a little bit. That is your pancreas. ये आपकी pancreas है. Okay, so now go this direction. So use your hand and torque it to the right. Push in. You've fallen back. This should be on this side. Excellent. Now ये आपकी pancreatic duct है. So now track that pancreatic duct over there. So right torque your scope. Right torque your scope. Big wheel down a little bit. Big wheel को नीचे करो. Pull back a little bit. Pull back a little more. Spleen, splenic hilum, and these are the vessels. Release your wheel a little bit. Wheel को ऊपर कर दो. Push your scope in. Excellent. Drop your hand to the left. Drop your hand to the left. Pancreas, pancreas. Keep going to the left. Keep going to the left. More, more, and more, a little more. And right here, stop. So right there was the drop of your PD. So you examined the body of the pancreas to the hilum. Let's just go take a look at the bile duct so we can get the job done. ठीक है. So यहाँ पे I'm just going to suction down his stomach, so it makes it easier for us. ठीक है. Now I know we need to go to the right. So what we're going to do is I'm slowly inserting and I'm raising my scope up as I'm doing this. ठीक है. And I'm looking up even more ताकि my transducer is straight, and we are slowly introducing our scope. वहाँ पे हमें antrim दिख रही है, but the general rule is you want to keep that out of view. So I look up even more and I push my scope in, and there we go. We've entered into the duodenal bulb. Okay. Now we need to figure out कि भाई इसके lower bile duct के साथ क्या चल रही है. Now can we just swap back out, make the endo view larger, please? Okay. So we're in the duodenal bulb, ठीक है, and the duodenal apex is right here. Yeah. So I have to put my transducer here and suction down. Okay, that is going to give me a good view. Can we go back to EUS, please? Okay, so I'm pushing in a little, और बस यहाँ पे I'm suctioning down, and that immediately brings us onto the bile duct. दिख रही है सबको bile duct वहाँ पे? Okay, so right there. This thing here, so this, what is inside is let's focus on this one. Okay, we'll see. Okay, that is a good question. Stone है या stent है? So हमें we are seeing, yeah, वो you all are seeing those two white, you know, track जैसी जो है. नहीं, I think both of you all are right. So this here is, if you notice, is one line and a second line, ठीक है? And as I'm moving my scope left and right, those lines are constantly there. So those are the two walls of the stent. Okay. Now if I want to go to the liver is up on the left. So the way to do that is I am left torquing my scope, and I am going up on my big wheel and pushing my scope in a little bit. Okay. And that brings us to the liver hilum. If I do the exact opposite, meaning I go down on my big wheel, I raise my scope up and I move down, then we are tracking that bile duct all the way down. अभी हमने find out करनी है कि, you know, is there a tumor in the lowest part of the common bile duct or not? I can tell you the resolution of the imaging makes it difficult for me to tell that. ये इसको निकाल कैसे? Okay, sorry. So it makes it a little difficult for us to tell. ये जो यहाँ पे white color की है, that is casting that dark shadow, is stone type material. ठीक है? And that doesn't tell us anything. I'm focusing on the walls of the bile duct, और हम नीचे जा रहे हैं, right there, and we are not seeing anything here that is truly problematic. ठीक है? यहाँ पे lymph node है, आपको lymph node दिख रही है? That black color की ये area right here. कैसा है एक मिनट? Okay, so that this here is a lymph node. ठीक है? Lymph node, yeah, that, and I know it's a lymph node because when I go left it disappears. When I come right, it progressively gets bigger, and then I go there and it disappears. So it's a round structure. It is like a mass. Put a Doppler on it. So very quick. Let's put a Doppler on that, please. Okay. क्या दिख रही है वहाँ पे? We're not seeing anything, right? There is no Doppler signal there. So it's not a vessel. Take a Doppler off for a second, please. So really our question is, what are we dealing with as far as the common bile duct is concerned? And बस हम इसे देख रहे हैं. I'm tracking it all the way down, and we are not seeing any masses or pathological, what you call hypoechoic expansion of that bile duct, although it is difficult to tell. What can we see the endo view, please? So we're putting the endo view, and always be careful how you are introducing the scope. Your EOS wali scope is rigid, it can perforate easily. So always get a look at, sorry?
Especially the Pentax system.
Especially the Pentax is sharper, true. So you get a look at where the exit is. मैं वो उसे देख रहा हूँ. I turn my scope in that direction, and then I get it out of view. मैं अभी इसे देख नहीं रहा. And then we are slowly pushing our scope past that area. I give a little bit of air, and here we are in the duodenum. ठीक है, second portion. अब इसे right हम कर रहे हैं, small wheel to the right, and we are right torquing our scope and we are reducing it. जैसे duodenoscope, बिल्कुल जैसे ERCP. ठीक है, और हम ऊपर देख रहे हैं. I can tell you his duodenum is a little deformed, right? ये आपकी stent है, biliary stent on the right, and now what you want to do is you want to kiss the ampulla. So I am going down on my big wheel that raises my transducer up. Can we get EUS please? And then you sort of move it to the right and to the left to get an idea of what the uncinate process looks like. ठीक है, और मैं जैसे ये कर रहा हूँ I am pulling back a little bit, and at some point what we are going to see is a stent right there. Okay, ये वो जो white line दिख रही है आपको right underneath,
Yes.
that is the stent. So now we are going to just focus on the wall of the bile duct around it, and we are not seeing any problematic areas. आपको stent दिख रही है?
जी जी.
हाँ, वो that tram track, बिल्कुल, those are the stents. So we are looking around the stent to see कि भाई is there any dark mass or thickening in that common bile duct wall that looks like a cancer और नहीं दिख रहे. Right there is the pancreatic duct. Can you see it? The black area that comes up, वो PD है. So we are tracking this stent, and I'm going to continue to just track it as I pull back until we reach the liver hilum. ठीक है, हम इसे track कर रहे हैं. We are coming up towards the liver, and there is the hilum of the liver. यहाँ पे, बस this is where it enters the liver. ठीक है. So we've got a full look at that bile duct. Here is the pancreas. This is the portal vein breaking into two. ठीक है. And so in one sort of motion we have already looked at the uncinate process, the ampullary complex, and tracked our way down to the pancreas. You should come. Let's go to get one look over there. So somebody, so we just got asked कि भाई what do you do when you are suspecting a distal common bile duct cancer? Huh? Should you do an luminal biopsy, meaning cholangioscopy करके या ERCP करके biopsy करो, or should you do an FNA to that cancer and get a diagnosis that way? In reality, it doesn't matter. जो भी सस्ता पड़े, and the ERCP is usually cheaper, try to get a diagnosis that way. If you cannot, excellent, Afan, you are seeing the bile duct. This is the bile duct. आपने transducer apex पे डाली हुई है. Now what you do is, bile duct को keep it under your view, ठीक है, and left torque is going to bring you to the liver. Okay, इसको left torque करके ये आप liver पे आ गए, you see, and then you do the exact opposite, right torque इसको कर दे, and वहाँ पे ampulla है आपकी. So you are using this as a lever to go. That is your pancreatic duct. You're getting a very beautiful view. Pancreatic duct, common bile duct with a stent inside, and if you go to the left as a, you are coming up towards the liver, and that is the hilum of the liver. यहाँ पे ये वाला portal vein है, and that is all liver. Okay, so CBD, track it down. So right, इसको push in so you can see it अपन, and big wheel up a little bit क्योंकि पीछे चले गई है. Okay, इसको try and keep this guy right under your transducer. So the other question is hilum. If
the
you
first question, if there is no abnormality visible on the US, then
We are suspecting distal CVD growth.
structure or something else, and if there is no abnormality like a mass lesion, anything, still can we take a biopsy by US?
why would you
This
do
is
that?
what-
No.
So cholangioscopy-
EUS has a very high negative predictive value for cancer. So अगर आपको दिख नहीं रही, that's the bile duct, yeah, perfect. ये hepatic artery है, यहाँ पे hepatic artery, portal vein. So now अपन go into the second portion of the duodenum. So try and get a look. First see कहाँ पे है. Okay, घुमा दे इसको and it looks like it is there. So look up.
Compression, something like that.
हाँ, it's a little. Big wheel को ऊपर कर दो. Sorry, नहीं उल्टा. So my
Small wheel
apologies.
को करके वो movement कर दो,
Whatever works for you. But you have to first introduce your scope down into the second portion. And if you push it, you will hit this wall. You need to go there. So whatever works for you, but be careful क्योंकि ये जो transducer है it is very rigid. There. So good. Look up. So big wheel down. Okay, and push in. Push in. No problem. Push in. They usually have a vagal maneuver at this point.
I guess I have to reduce the scope.
Maybe too early upon. You need to enter it down. So push your scope in. Okay, excellent. Now small wheel to the right.
ERCP movement.
ERCP movement. पकड़ ली इसको. Right torque कर ली and nice. You have to right torque it. Don't worry. You have to torque it like you mean it. ठीक है? And so the ampulla is above it. No, you're fine. You don't have to go there. Huh? Pull. The ampulla is here. Pull back a little. Pull back a little bit.
There is ampulla यहीं पे होना चाहिए.
The stent you will see. Just move your thing to the left a little bit. कहाँ पे है इसकी stent? Left, right. Pull back. Pull back. You're fine. Pull back. Pull back. Ahista pull back. You will find it. Okay. It's there. Okay. So that is your ampulla. Here is your thing. So I think your small wheel is a little
Here as
too.
well.
So now you have to kiss it, right? You have to go down on your big wheel. ऊपर इससे कर दे. Good. Look up and suction a little bit and pull your scope back a little. Pull your scope back and focus here. Suction. Pull your scope back. Pull your scope back up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just unlocking this for you so it makes it easier. Big wheel down. You have to. Transducer has to touch it, otherwise you will not see anything. So,
Like this.
excellent. And now you're starting to see. So pull your scope back a little bit. Pull your scope back. Suction down.
Might fall down. That's fine.
Try it. You should be able to comfortably see it. Can I just help you with this?
Yes.
So साथ में करें. Hold the scope.
Yes,
You
yes.
should hold it here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And big wheel all the way down. Big wheel down है पूरी.
Down.
Big wheel down.
Yes.
ठीक है. And come here and now just do that. ठीक है. And right there you are starting to see your stent. ठीक है. Keep rotating to the left and the right and there you go. Okay? ये bile duct दिख रही है आपको यहाँ
Yes,
पर.
sir.
This is the bile duct with your stent inside. So now you kind of torque your hand right and left and track this stent up. Okay? So you're not seeing any pathological changes there that are problematic. So we slipped back a little bit and that's okay. But you got the basic motion upon it, which is, you track, maybe you have a that's your stent there. Yes, stent there. You're still seeing it, but you're seeing it from far away. Common bile duct with the stent inside. So you see, once you find what you need to look at, then it becomes easier to track it. ठीक है? चलो. This is the portal vein यहाँ पर. Portal vein. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Pancreas. There, you missed the pancreas. Keep pulling back. And let's get done. Good job.
नहीं pancreas. ये
Sorry?
This was pancreas.
What you had it, abhi nahi, you've fallen back a little bit.
ये क्या है?
Let's see, you might be right. Go down on your big wheel. And yeah, well, this is the spleen, splenic hilum, tail of pancreas. So between the splenic hilum and the kidney, you have the tail of your pancreas, and that's just the anatomy. ठीक है, यहाँ पे spleen आपको दिख रही है, hilum of the spleen where the vessels are going. Now track the vessels down and draw and keep sort of turning your scope in this direction. Kidney आ गई, pancreas, keep going, keep going, keep going. This is your adrenal gland, looks like a seagull, so yeah, and keep going to the left. Your big wheel, you have to release it a little bit. Release your big wheel, go to the left, go to the left, and your pancreas finishes here. So, all right, guys, good job, good job. Chalo, so favor benign stricture in the lower CBD. Does the audience have any questions? I guess not.
Not connected.
Not connected.
CBD was thick one?
CBD was not really thickened. Cancer जैसी thickened नहीं है. तो cancer में
Thanks a lot.
welcome. Good job यार. Very good job.
Well done.
Cancer में पूरी black. Good job man. Most welcome. Cancer में पूरी black होती है and it is one phase. So you don't see